it's time for Neil Flanz's Sweet Memories.
Hello. When I last left off, the Fallen Angels had just played Liberty Hall in Houston, where after the show we spent the night with Neil Young and his entourage, which was quite a treat. Our next gig was in Chicago at a place called the Quiet Night, and we happened to stay at a place called the Holiday Inn Lakeshore Drive, which the band nicknamed LSD. Anyway, it was a good gig. The crowd was nice, and we received a nice write-up in the Chicago Tribune the next day. From there, we headed to a small listening room in Cleveland called the Smiling Dog, where the crowd was small but very receptive. And from Cleveland, there was a long bus ride to New York City, where we played a venue called Max's Kansas City Club. There was another group there called the New York Dolls that was playing downstairs. And we were playing upstairs, and the people were lined up a flight of stairs to catch either us or the Dolls that were playing downstairs. It was a pretty good gig, and from there we headed towards Long Island, New York, and an FM radio station, WLIR. And WLIR used to put on live rock and roll concerts where they'd ply the audience with beer, make sure everyone was in a good mood. And anyway, they had booked us there for a concert which never was supposed to be released as an album, which it was after Graham's death. And we happened to be at a Chinese restaurant across the street from WLIR, and the food was so good and we were having such a good time we were late in getting back to the studio. And the red light was on as we entered the door. I made a mad dash for my pedal steel, where Graham had conveniently left a bottle of Jack Daniels right in front of my steel. I took advantage of it and had a good swig before we started to play. And that was I believe one of the best recording sessions I've ever done. The album was released in 1980 on Sierra Records. Still available today. From there, we went to Philadelphia, a place called the Bijou, and then onwards to Brookline, Massachusetts, which is a suburb of Boston. In Boston, we happened to have a nice dinner courtesy of Warner Brothers, where Daniel Webster had written part of his dictionary, and it was quite interesting. Anyway, we played 4 nights in Brookline, and that was the end of the tour. And everyone in the band was granted a plane ticket anywhere in the United States they wanted to go, courtesy of Warner Brothers. And I chose to go back to Nashville and work with the band that I had left in order to go out on the tour with. It was quite a memorable tour. I'll never forget it.
First one's playing steel guitar, pedal steel guitar player is Neil Flanz. Yeah.